welcome back to Twin Tarot. I'm David.
And I'm Gary.
And today we're going to talk about something.
What are we going to talk about?
Something.
Okay, well, let's talk about something.
It's secret. It's a secret card.
I'm going to throw start with the secret card.
Start with the secret card. The magician card. We'll make up something on the spot.
Exactly. Well, we're manifesting something new in this channel. Yes, we do something no other Twin channel does.
We fix the decks and pretend like I'm shuffling. I'm just doing what Harpo Marx does. You cut the deck and then put the deck back on the top.
or the Harpo Marx shuffle.
Exactly.
There.
complete with salty look.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, show you. Takes a long time to stack these decks. You know, you think we do this on the fly?
Yeah.
There's hours of preparation to stack.
I just reach over and pull this other deck over here.
Yes, we got the diversionary deck. Oh, look. Oh, there's the cat.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there's the deck that I had on my hand the entire time.
What do you know?
So I think we're going to read on the general energy of the month of March. March is a big month.
We're already 8 days into it.
Yeah, we are. We're a little late. There's a lot going on with March. We were talking about this in our Ides of March video. But I know there's other readers that are seeing some big events happening in March. But whether we...
And you should go to the Tarot by the Bay to find his March energy reading.
Or you can go see Maighstir Tarot and see what Libby's got for March. But
don't watch this one. This
is trash.
This is the cheap cat food. This is the bargain cat food.
This is the little friskies of tarot reading, right?
Not even friskies. This is the generic friskies.
Oh my! Or the dollar store friskies.
This is the 3 cans for $1 as opposed to 59 cents a can.
Oh my goodness!
Your cat knows.
I didn't realize what bargain basement tarot this was. So we're just going to take a look at the general energy. If anything interesting is going to happen in March. Seems like something interesting is going to happen around the Ides of March. Could be budget related, could be health related. Let's just see what March is looking like in general.
Go for it. I'll let you lead off.
For entertainment purposes only. Woo! Okay, so...
I need to get you a stand.
Yeah, I got a box of crackers. That works really good. It even holds up all my sticky notes.
High class.
Okay. The foundation of the reading is the Knight of Wands. We got actions going forward in the month of March. And there's no kidding. We've got the veterans are marching. We've got a budget to pass. You know, a country to frame. I'm book solid.
Straight out of Princess Bride we go.
Yeah, that's right. A bride to murder.
Hey, you gotta be careful about your health. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything.
That's right. The challenge is the Two of Cups. So we've got actions moving forward. The challenge is there were agreements made. And somehow these actions and these agreements are at some conflict with each other. This could be simply the campaign promises that Trump was making about what he was going to attack in the budget and trying to move the budget forward while honoring that. It could be just as simple as that. Underneath it, we got the Eight of Wands, things happening quickly, information being spread or actions being taken that are readily visible to a lot of people.
That can also be broadcasting.
It could be broadcasting.
Do not be surprised if this could be tariff related, because that's the big stick. I'm going forward with it. You know, maybe they'll renegotiate something, but the announcements always come quickly.
Yeah, the announcements are very fast, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're never official announcements. They're a tweet on Truth Social or something like that.
Yeah,
effective immediately. 25% tariffs.
Yes, on China.
In Canada, in Mexico.
The problem is that then he walks him back. So it's like political theater for his base. Look at all the stuff I'm doing for you, like I promised. But then he walks it back a week later. Well, they made progress on fentanyl.
Well, they never talk about the walk back. They just talk about what they got done.
Yeah.
What they initiated, but they don't talk about the end thing. But again, this is some plan that's involved, agreements that are involved with that plan, things that are rapidly developing, and it looks like in the past,
it's just to me this is political rhetoric. It could be a health mental health thing. It's a bit of the crazy, but this to me is I'm feeling political rhetoric is what's being thrown in the past. Current energy is the King of Swords. I mean, it certainly could be tariff related. I told you I was going to do tariffs, and here are the tariffs.
Yep.
I told you I was going to cut the budget. Here's the budget cuts. I told you I was going to fire a bunch of federal employees, the bureaucrats. Some people call them, subject matter experts that make things happen. That's the current energy. Overarching energy is very interesting. You've got the Four of Cups. Okay, in March, this was the plan, but I'm not liking what I'm seeing.
Or the plan that people don't like the plan.
Yes, it's not, the plan is not being well received.
Yeah. You notice how the Republicans are telling their senators and congresspeople not to hold town halls.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah.
I mean, town halls are great because all the MAGA faithful know exactly how much hard work that Trump has been doing for him.
The constituency gets to vocalize their approval or disapproval of how you're handling things.
How could it be anything other than approval? Because, dear leader's doing everything he said he'd do.
Yeah, exactly.
Those leopards, they're not eating my face. Lesson to be learned is the Ace of Pentacles. If it's budget related, guess what? There's some big money heading to some people. Or it could be a big money being taken away from people who really, really needed it. Yes. The Ace of Pentacles, it's a beginning card. It's things of value, health, wealth, things of value.
It's a big push on the swing.
Yes. Outcome. I'm thinking this. I think March the budget is going to dominate the news cycle here. This is about.
It could also be tariffs too.
Yeah, or tariffs.
Big tariffs.
It's just big money coming in, little money going out. Thank you for your vote, and thank you for making me and people like me wealthy.
Wealthy again, yeah. Make America make me wealthy again.
Yeah,
Mala.
If that's it could be tariff or budget related. That seems to be where this is going.
MOA, making oligarchs wealthy again.
Yeah, it's.
There's your title. March MOA. MOWA.
Yeah, it's just so funny because Warren Buffett, he's got this, and I mentioned this on the live stream. He's got this program where he's trying to get philanthropy going. People who are very wealthy and getting them to give back. And he goes, we take time to show billionaires how they can live on $500 million. How to survive on $500 million, which I thought was brilliant. It's just a level of wealth that none of us really can imagine.
And as mentioned with Lena on our live, if you haven't checked out the live, go check out the live. It was a blast.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Dr. Lena Rodriguez. It is a privilege to be a philanthropist. It is an absolute privilege because it means that you've got so much wealth and resources that you can have pet projects that you're giving to see them forward. Now, being a philanthropist can be at almost any income level. If your needs are met and you've got money left over, you can experience philanthropy. Now, your philanthropy may be $20 to Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
But that's still philanthropy. If all your needs are met and you've got something left over and you're giving to help somebody else out, that's philanthropy. It could be $20. It could be $20 million. Yeah. Or in the case of certain folks, it could be billions of dollars that they give. I'm reminded of the church parable that we would hear around Christmas time about the wealthy people giving donations, and then the one poor woman drops like a couple of pennies, but it was everything she had. It's everything she had, and then the bells rang, type of thing. It just, again, it's the intention, and it is a privilege to be at a point where you can help somebody else out. Where to go with this? So, do I look at anyone's health in the month of March?
No.
What was it?
We're going to pause for a second.
Okay, sorry.
We're back.
Quick pause and
yeah, we had to load those decks.
Had to load the deck again. Obviously, the other deck over here is No, I think what I wanted, we were trying to think, well, where are we going to go with this?
No, we were loading the deck. What are you talking about?
And I think I'm going to read on how do the lower income half of Americans feel about March. Okay. In other words, it's lower income people, and this will cut across political lines. Because this could be farmers, rural farmers who would be very conservative. This could be folks that are in the gig economy in urban areas who maybe are a bit more liberal. But the one thing that they struggle with is keeping their head above water.
Are we looking below median? Are we looking lower third?
People that are living modest lifestyles but are swamped with debt and are trying to keep their head above water. Those are the people, because those are the ones that, if this is a budget reading, they're the ones going to be most impacted by a draconian budget.
Okay.
That's going to cut services to them while giving tax breaks to
the uber
oligarch billionaires types. Okay, so how is March going to affect lower income people?
People are more modest means.
Yes. Hanged Man.
Well, patriots pay more.
That's right.
For tariffs and taxes.
There's going to be a new way of viewing things, and it could be lower energy is if things go poorly in March, people are going to feel like they've been abandoned. If things are going well, if whatever the event is that goes well in March, like that Ace of Pentacles, maybe the economy suddenly booms and everybody gets their $5,000 Doge check. That's a joke, everybody. That is never happening. Mm-mm. Then
not for the lower half of America.
Exactly. Then they might look at something differently. But there's going to be a change in perception.
Isn't this also being thrown under the bus card?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That.
Okay, so you may have betrayed us with your by honoring your political promises.
And here's your bus, the chariot, crossed by the chariot, because there's more to come. I think what happens in March is whatever happens, if it's low energy, it's not an immediate impact, but it could be something that grinds forward over time. Now, the low energy, the chariot, is completely and utterly out of control. Mm-hmm. And it could be that folks also see that whatever happens in March, it makes it seem like nobody's actually steering the bus that you've been thrown under. Underneath is temperance, patience, integration. So something's good. All major arcana too. For the folks of the more modest means, whatever ends up happening in March is going to open their eyes to something that may or may not be in control, but is going to go forward towards the cliff regardless.
There's no reversing it.
And you have to get used to it. You have to get used to the idea. I can't think of anything that's happening in March that's going to be positive, that people of lower incomes can say, oh, thank God. This would be like, cutting Medicare. It's just like, it may not hit them right away, but it will hit their health later on. In the past is the promises of the Mad Emperor. Current situation, the devil. Whatever happens to the lower folks, the lower income folks of modest means, this is not good. It's corrupt. It's evil. It's unfair. It's unjust.
But at the same time, some of these folks that are hit, they tied themselves to this.
Yeah. This is what you wanted.
This is what he said he was going to give you, and you said you were okay with it.
Do you realize I pulled major arcana for everything?
Well, now that you mentioned it,
even the shadow card, even the shadow card.
I told you we load these decks. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, this is going to be. We now are going to know who are the haves and the have-nots.
This is all big picture stuff happening in March.
Yeah, this is big. Whatever happens, again, people are going to understand who's been thrown under the bus.
More
major arcana. I would say what are the chances, but I can do the math.
Yeah,
there's 72 cards and only 22 of them
are
major arcana. So pretty much one in every 3.5 cards should be a major. So, call it 1/3, 1/9, 127th, 181st, 243rd.
That's pretty good.
729. One in 2730 is 22.
Yeah.
One at 2200.
Hey, did you describe what the tower is?
No, I haven't. I was going to get to that. 1 in 2200 so far. The lesson we learned is the tower. It's what's going to happen is going to happen fast. It's going to bring things crashing down. This is going
to be very disruptive.
It's going to be very disruptive. If like there was a stock market crash or something along those lines, or an economic crash, but it's going to be obvious that poor people are not going to be the beneficiaries from this. And there breaks the streak, but still, outcome 6 of coins. I really do think it has to do with healthcare and taxation. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, you get very little. There's all this money we're going to say, but you get very little of it, or more people are going on to assistance programs.
Yep. This goes right to the beginning. It's a privilege to be able to give, to be philanthropic, right?
Yeah.
To me, it's like you're not getting back what you put in.
No, not even close. This, whatever happens for the folks on the modest income brackets, this is going to be a very, very hard time, and pivotal.
Yeah,
is the word I want to use.
Yeah, since you have so many major arcana, this is all big picture stuff. This isn't the tactical stuff. This is stuff that's going to be felt for a long time.
Exactly. It's almost like these tax cuts we're putting in there, they're permanent. You can't undo them.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the chariot too. Is like this ship is sailing and it's not going to stop. It's just an ongoing movement forward.
Yeah. Now I think on my channel I did a reading on the budget, and might they do a continuing resolution? This does not have continuing resolution vibes. No. If it's about the budget, it does not have continuing resolution vibes about it. This has we've got a once in a lifetime opportunity to force through tax cuts or benefits to really wealthy people, and I think it's going to absolutely crush the economy and probably take the stock market with it at some point, because wealthy people rely on non-wealthy people to be buying stuff, and if you don't have modest people buying things, the economy comes to a grinding halt. Wealthy people can only buy so much stuff.
All right. Do you want to do a little twin reading here? Like how the Republicans feeling in March, how the Democrats feeling in March?
Sure, if you want to split it by that way.
Yeah, let's do it that way. So we'll do a little side by side. I'll do Republicans, you do Dems.
Four-quarter?
Four-quarter.
I'm going to put my cards down. Oh, like this.
I'm going to put mine face up.
You're just a cheater.
Okay, fine. I'll do it that way.
Come on, let's add some mystery to it.
I do it differently than you.
Now,
okay.
Let's see what the underlying energy is. Democrats see corruption.
The Republicans are overjoyed.
Yes. Okay. Foundation of the reading, the Seven of Cups. How do the Democrats feel? It's just, this is crazy town. It's a non-integral. This is just, people are just dumbfounded by what could be going on with this.
The Republicans, they're heartbroken because they probably wanted to get more. It's probably just putting the swords into
now wait a minute,
into the hearts of the Dems.
Here I want to pull this up.
Yeah.
Okay, when you're thinking of Republicans, quick mind's eye. Who's a Republican?
Trump.
Give me their skin color.
White.
Gender.
Male.
Wealth.
Very wealthy.
Okay. Most Republicans, are they very wealthy or are they dirt poor?
Dirt poor.
Educated or non-educated?
Non-educated.
So how are the Republicans feeling about this?
They wanted more knives to stick into this.
Yes, to me,
if this is the Republican voter versus the Republican leadership, because I was thinking leadership.
Yeah, exactly.
To your point.
That's where I was going with this. Like, Gary's thinking of leadership. But he didn't ask about Republican leadership. He asked about Republicans.
Okay. Yeah. Wait a minute.
That's not what we voted
The
for.
lepers were supposed to eat the Democrats' faces, not our faces.
Right, when you cut Medicare
And
and social programs that they rely on.
Yeah, they're gonna be very emotional about that. Instead of joy, it could be outrage. It's a strong new emotion, a beginning of a strong emotion.
And this card, if I talk about Crazy Town, but this could also be kind of the, you got to take the good with the bad, and if they're suffering, this could be, we can't enable.
Right, exactly. That's what the Democrats have done in the past. Is they've been really good about enabling, and that's the lesson they need to learn: is stop enabling.
And the thing is like because I think generally speaking, the Democrats they take the good with the bad. They understand some things come with costs, or you got to break some eggs to make an omelet type thing. And the Democrats don't want to ever break eggs if they can avoid it.
Well, not when they're $12 a dozen. No.
No. Okay. Center underneath it for me is the Tower card. Things crashing down, things happening subtly, and there's a giant crash going on.
I've got the King of Cups. You should all just calm down.
Was that a Putin card? Did we start calling him Putin?
I think in this case, they're heartbroken, but their leadership's trying to calm them down and tell them everything's fine.
Yeah, well, Trump's supposed to take care of them, right?
Yeah.
He's the daddy figure. Just like guys said, that we call it the Putin card because Putin's Trump's daddy. It's like, but we put our trust in Donald Trump because he told us he loved us.
That's right. Exactly. He said we were special. Your turn. Boy, you're hitting those major arcana.
Yeah, I know, right? I do shuffle. One of the clarifiers for this is the Moon card. It thinks a craziness crashing down. Again, Trump could have a big mental health event come crashing down, and now what are we going to do? But it could also be, we don't know what the path forward is. We can't see how we're going to move forward with this. How are we going to move forward with this?
How are we going to survive this? I mean, it's a lot of crazy going on the Democrat side. The Republicans are very heartbroken and they're feeling sorrow. How could you do this to us?
This, coming up real quick.
The Republicans are really, really good about getting their constituents to vote against their best interests.
And there's still talking points going through like, the Democrats don't want no taxes on tips, and they don't want what was the other thing that they're on about? Like taxes on tips. The Republicans can get rid of taxes on tips. There's nothing in the proposed budget that gets rid of taxes on tips. They talked about it, during the campaign, but when it came time to actually put in the budget, they didn't do it. Or no tax on overtime was the other one. It's like, wait a minute. You told us you weren't going to tax overtime and you weren't going to tax tips. Guess what?
Oh, it's part of Social Security.
Yeah, no tax on Social Security. Guess what? Those 3 cups are down. Don't worry. You still get to own the libs.
Yay!
You still get
That's
to own
right.
the libs.
That's right. Don't worry. I kept 2 of the promises.
Wow. Okay, so this is Democrats are feeling justified. Like this is kind of like we tried to tell you.
Yeah, exactly. We told you so, card.
It's like, oh God, this is not good. This is just not good. Keep going. Your turn.
2 of Pentacles. This is when we were running up to the election. I remember when we were asking basically who's going to win, Trump or Biden. I got this card for Trump, and to me, I remember my little quip was, "Well, I'm bringing things of value to all my friends with red hats." Well, in this case, it's like, yeah, I told you this is what I was going to do. This is what you wanted me to do.
Right.
I'm doing exactly what we said I was going to do for you. But I think what's happening is the red hats are starting to realize that, they looked at the back of the comic book and they ordered the sea monkeys and they got a bunch of brine shrimp. They didn't get what they paid their money for.
This also is kind of that, if you're familiar with, as we use metaphors here and stories and things like that.
We use a lot of them.
The monkey's paw. You make a wish, but just because you wished for it doesn't mean you're going to get it the exact way that you wanted it.
Exactly.
I want to live forever. Okay, you made no mention about eternal youth
yes.
and eternal health.
Right.
So, yeah, congratulations. You're going to live to be 1,000,000 years old. your bones would have turned to dust, by age 250. And so you're just this protoplasmic blob with sentience.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't even have sentience at that point.
Yeah, you didn't have,
but you're still alive.
Yeah. Hey.
Congratulations.
Woo. Yeah, so be careful.
Be careful what you wish for.
Throw the monkey's paw away. Your life will be better.
But with the monkey's paw, I think what's happening is that the way his spread's going is that Republicans may be looking at this like, wait a minute, this is not what we voted for. This is not what we voted for. And they're starting to lose faith that they're ever going to get anything that they asked for because it's not manifesting the way they wanted it to. As they say, you're hurting the wrong people. Stop hurting us. You're supposed to be hurting them.
Yeah. The leopards are supposed to eat their faces, not our faces.
I do think the Democrats at this point, they've got swords are out. We now have our what we can campaign on. Let's go out and start campaigning.
Yeah, that's the reason why you haven't seen a lot of fight from the Democrats at this point. They knew the lesson was to let the Republicans dig their own grave.
Yeah.
Let them dig it. We're not going to fight them because that's the reason why we're here again is because there was too many people directing Trump towards good decision making versus letting him be the Trumpiest Trump who ever trumped to Trump. And now he's surrounded himself with a bunch of people that just nod yes and tell him, kiss his butt and tell him it tastes like ice cream. Well, guess what? You're going to get to own all of this nonsense now.
Tastes like burgers and ketchup.
Well, that was a Homer Simpson reference. So he was
sorry.
trying to get a job with Mr. Burns. I'll kiss your butt and tell you it tastes like ice cream.
Now it's pretty much, I think, been decided Marie Antoinette never did say let them eat cake.
No, yeah, that's...
But it's probably going to be that kind of moment. The French Revolution started when you oppressed poor people for too long and they got really upset with the uber wealthy and decided that lopping off heads was the solution to the problem. Mm-hmm. Where do you stop is the real question here.
All right. I think we've done a pretty good job describing what's going to happen.
Good
in
Lord,
March.
30 minutes. We know how to ramble. All right. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting our channel. We do appreciate it.
Yes, we stack the cards for you every single night at midnight when we release these videos. If you like us stacking these cards, subscribe. If you think we're stacking the cards, leave a comment and tell us how we're stacking the cards and that we're biased.
Yes. Please do.
Yes, indeed. I read them all and I'll delete them.
Delete many.
And we do something no other Twin Tarot channel does.
Sit in front of a picture of a white cat that you can't see because sometimes it gets washed out.
Exactly. And 2 orange cats, which is reminded my wife. So we...
oh, yes.
So what we had done was several years back, we went to the shelter to go look at a cat that I was considering as a new family member. And we went there, and my wife had a flame point Siamese when she was growing up. And she really wanted to get another flame point. And she was talking to the shelter lady about how every time the shelter gets a flame point Siamese, it gets adopted so quick. And the shelter lady goes, oh, we've got a mama kitty and 2 baby kitties. And the boy cat looks like a flame point Siamese. And my wife was like, oh, really? And I thought, oh, shit. So I said goodbye to the cat I thought I was going to bring home. And we brought home Mama Kitty and her 2 kittens. And Mama Kitty and one of the kittens, the 2 girls, look like the orange cat. And the boy looks like the white cat. And that's why we have those pictures on the wall. But in addition to that, we give shout outs to our commenters. And since I don't have a list in front of me, I'm going to shout out to the people who just commented on our current video, which is this is Saturday at 2:57. So ironically, Laura Fritz, who just left a comment that said, thanks, Gary. Thank you. I know you do. I want a card. Well, guess what? You're going to get a card. What? This is serendipity. Would you like to give her the card?
You got the card all
Okay, I've got the card. 2 of Wands. You clearly were planning this out and looking to the future. You knew how this was going to work out.
Expect more to come your way.
Exactly. And then we've got Rita Uxera or Rita Kucera. Kucsera. Rita Kucera. She says, I like watching you and your brother. Well, guess what? You get to watch us on this video.
Maybe it's Ritaku.
It could be Ritaka. I'm pretty sure it's Rita Kucera. Let's see. Yeah, Rita Kucera.
Oh,
Yay!
yeah.
6 comments. Hey, welcome to the channel, Rita.
We'll give her a 6 card. How about this? The 2 of Wands.
2 of Wands. What are the odds? The odds are 100% because we stacked the decks.
That's right.
And we'll give one more. We're going to give it to Marie Og9. Let's see. Let me click on her
Maybe
profile.
she's from August.
It's Marie Og, AUG. Hey, hi Marie. Welcome to the channel. She's got 5 comments. She's new to this, so we appreciate you joining the channel and leaving a comment.
And we got flowers.
And we're born in August. Oh,
That is
yes. And there's a card. This
and
bonus
then the
card.
8 of
Yes.
Wands too. So things.
So
are
not
coming
only
quickly.
is she charging forward, she's on the airwaves.
Yeah, we're putting you on the airwaves.
Yay!
Putting you on
And
blast.
We'll put a little secret card out there for the rest of you out there. Well, thank you for
Oh,
watching.
what, Marie and the other person? All these other people don't get the secret card?
Well, they get them. They get 2, but they had their own special card. Today's secret
I don't
card.
know if I want to be associated with this Twin Tarot channel.
Oh my
You're
goodness!
so exclusionary.
I am, aren't I? Page of Swords. Let's go out there and fight the good fight, folks.
It means we don't know what we're doing. We're just waving this channel around on the airwaves with nary a clue what's going on.
Yes, well, if you've been watching us long enough, you do that already.
You'll know that's actual fact.
For Marie and Rita, they're just finding out right now.
Exactly. Anyways, thanks again, everyone.
Take care,
care.
folks. Bye.
Bye.